Hi and welcome. It is Wisdom Wednesdays, is what I like to call it. Let's talk real estate. We're live right here in our studio this evening. We're so happy that you're joining in with us.
We are.
My name is Robert McArthur with Maria McArthur, and we're with the 𝒉𝒐𝒐 Components, Maryland Homes team. We're so excited that you're joining with us, and we're just having an exciting time. We finally feel like we're moving into fall, which is great. We've got pumpkins all around us in the studio here, so I'm really excited about that. But what I'm really excited is just the fact that you're joining with us this evening. You could be doing all kinds of things this evening, but you decided to join with us, and we're so excited about it. We have a great interview guest coming on, Tomlinson with Goosehead Insurance. I'm super excited about him coming on board, so it's going to be a really exciting time with him. And we're going to talk about all kinds of things with real estate and also our prize giveaway. We're going to do that and more in just a minute. Hi, and we're back. So happy that you're joining with us again, and it's just been an awesome week. I hope you had an awesome week. And
well, it's only halfway through.
It's only halfway through.
You're used to Thursdays. We're so close to the weekend when we do Thursdays.
That's right. We're so
Wednesday,
close.
we're only halfway through. Hump day.
That's right. We're so close to used to Thursday nights.
Yep.
But we just have an awesome lineup tonight.
Very excited.
And even next week. So we're getting ourselves booked out with guests and things. But we have an awesome guest this evening. Hang around for a few more minutes. We're going to get Tomlinson on board here with Goosehead Insurance.
Absolutely.
He's such a great resource for our office, for our community, when it comes to anything real estate. Anything real estate insurance. Anything insurance-wise, period. But we use them on the real estate part of it more often.
I think he can actually do.
But yeah, when you're talking about car insurance and life insurance, things like that, Kyle is definitely a great resource.
Awesome.
Everyone knows that in the community, and we're excited to be able to have him on board with us. So a couple things I want to go down the list here. Number one, if you're looking to find us on social media, please feel free, visit us. We're on Instagram. Obviously, you're watching us on Facebook. You might even be watching us through Twitter right now because we do stream live to Twitter. Also, Pinterest. We have a nice Pinterest account. I have a YouTube account. You might be watching us from YouTube tonight as well. We do stream live there. And guess what? We also have a TikTok account. Now, with TikTok, I tend to yeah, exactly. Give me a round of applause for TikTok. That's right.
Okay.
So I tend to do dance videos, but I don't want you to go there and try and find me right yet. But I'm still practicing. Let's put it that way. I'm still practicing. So,
but I'd like to welcome Hailey. We have a new.
So we do have a couple people.
A new person watching with us, and a new friend, and Katie. She's one of the originals. We're always happy to see her.
Yep. So we really appreciate Hailey coming on board here. We have Katie Connell. Thank you so much for coming on board.
So Hailey,
as well.
where do you live? I know you said you're looking for a house. What area do you live in? Hey, Carly.
Yeah, you can just chat below. So listen, if you have any questions
please do.
and you want to talk to us, please feel free to use the chat function, the comment section below. If you have any real estate related questions, anything that has to do with insurance, with our guest that's coming on soon, please feel free to ask anything in the comment section, and we'll throw your comment right on board here. Carly, we're so excited that you're on board with us tonight. So glad to see you. And Hailey's come back on. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
And she currently lives in Indiana.
So Hailey, my daughter used to go to Camp Whitley every year with her best girlfriend because we're in Maryland. And we are part of 𝒉𝒐𝒐. So 𝒉𝒐𝒐 is international, all over the world. So we'll definitely be able to help you find an agent in Indiana that will take good care of you.
Well, she lives in Indiana now.
We'll be able to find a good agent.
For here. You said Indiana.
No, in Indiana. She lives in Indiana.
Oh, in Indiana. That's right.
Are you listening?
I'm trying to listen.
Just wondering.
It's hard the way our studio is set up. Sometimes I don't listen to you, but I try my best to listen to you always. You know that. So anyway,
that's a joke.
Amanda, thank you so much for coming on board tonight.
Oh my gosh,
the cutest couple. Thank you so much. I really,
honey, listen, why are you saying that out loud?
I tried the best I can to shave every day, and I know the cuteness just keeps.
Well, they want you to grow. The kids want him to grow a beard. We should take a poll.
I think Amanda is probably referring more so to you. The cute part of it.
But you know what? These men with the beards, there's tiny little hairs everywhere. It makes me crazy. Just saying.
Mine grows in whenever I
don't know. Katie, do you have that problem? You tell me.
Yeah, exactly. So tonight,
Anyway, back to real estate.
back to real estate. So tonight is, and I know we've kind of built up to this over the last couple of weeks, our giveaway for you. And Maria is so excited to be able to bring out the names out of our bowl. Should I show them this beautiful bowl here
I can
with the
hold
names
it
and
up.
things like that? Yeah, if we can
You
hold
just
that up.
always want to be the star of the show.
And I'll dig for the names
not
in there.
always about you, honey.
So if you saw our last week's show, we actually held up these beautiful, beautiful fall mats to go outside your doorway. And they're absolutely gorgeous. They're heavy as all get out.
So I'm going to let you. Should we just draw one right now?
I think we should draw maybe one now. Let's draw one right now.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. Hold that bowl.
So thank you everyone who shared and tagged 2 people.
Yep.
It was a 2 process, which wasn't really too hard. I was hoping. So we're going to pick a name out first. Okay, pick a mat. Which mat do you want to give away first?
So what I'm going to do is, folks, listen. So look on the screen.
You pick a mat. Are you listening?
Well, which mat? So
you pick a mat first.
These are the 3 different mats right here. Don't worry about where it says tomorrow night. It's actually tonight. But we have the Hello Fall mat. We have the truck. I tell you what, I'm going to give away. How about the bouquet of flowers? Let's do the bouquet of flowers.
So let's see who gets the bouquet.
Yep, we'll do that first.
And that is Tony Asher. Now she is not joining us right now.
Tony Asher, congratulations.
But Tony Asher, congratulations.
Exactly. We're excited. She's been on here many times. So she gets the bouquet.
Let me write that down because I will not remember that.
And if you are excited about, you watch each show, you know that we do a lot of different giveaways and things like that. However, you need to head over to our Facebook page at MD Homes Team because a lot of times we'll post things there and we need you to maybe repost it, share it, things like that to enter into the contest that we give away live right here on the show. So,
and sometimes we just give things away just because.
Sometimes we give it away right here on the show. So
I will just say I have a big basket full of wine bottles that might be ready to go soon. Just saying.
That's right. That's right. So the other thing is too, keep in mind that that sometimes if you are new to this show, we have what's called spin the wheel. So every once in a while, we'll pull out spin the wheel and we will give you, or one of our guests or something will give you like a gift card or something of that nature. So that's a lot of fun.
I think we could have done Wheel of Fortune.
Isn't that
the one you spin the big wheel, or no? Is that Price is Right?
No, that's Price is
Right.
Wheel of Fortune.
I'm not
Wheel
a
of
senior
Fortune is the
citizen.
big round wheel.
TV.
That's the big round wheel where Price is Right is the one you have to kind of jump in the air and you spin that bad boy.
One did.
And you hope you get to $1, right? That's what you do. You try and hope to get to $1.
I know.
Yep. So that's awesome. So that was our first name. We have 2 more. So remember, we'll do one in the middle of our interview with Kyle. We'll do one there as well. So just kind of going down some of the comments here. Amanda, great. I could take some wine off your hands anytime, guys.
So the Homeburger girls are definitely wine girls.
That's right. Yep, exactly. Yep. So
we'll definitely be rooting for Cooper, Katie. Anyway.
Yep. So Amanda said, Price is Right. She loves Bob Barker. So do I. I love Bob Barker as well.
Is he still alive?
Yep. Bob Barker is not alive. I don't think Bob Barker's alive. No.
I don't know. No. Somebody Google that.
Yep, exactly.
We should do, hey, Google.
Yep.
We don't have a Google Home because I don't want everyone listening in.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, also it's a fantastic show. We appreciate that. We appreciate everyone also that is going online to our MarylandHomesTeam.com. We have an awesome merch page there halfway down. Just click on it. You're going to be able to order. There's multiple different designs on this page, by the way, that you can order from. A lot of different designs we created in-house. But any monies that we receive off of any of the merchandise that is here for you to purchase, we're giving those monies to 3 different benefits that we support.
But this one,
like this one right behind us, Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, Johns Hopkins. That's number 1. Number 2, and you've heard of them, the Extreme Family Outreach, which is right here in our own backyard, our own community. We appreciate everything that they do. Please follow them on Facebook, and also the Amani Foundation. The Amani Foundation, if you want to know more information about that, please feel free to go to our website, MarylandHomesTeam.com. You can click on Amani, and you can see all the wonderful things they're doing over there in Kenya, which my daughter and I have been to, and we support them.
Okay, so Tony Asher just joined in, and I wanted to let her know she won. Tony, you were the first one we drew, and you won the mat with the bouquet of flowers on it.
That's awesome.
So it will be at our office tomorrow, right in Falston.
Tony, congratulations. Yeah, you're the first winner. We have 2 more coming up throughout the show.
We do.
So stay tuned. And
Thank you for joining.
That's right. Thank you for joining. Exactly. So what I want to do is try, and before we bring Kyle Tomlinson on again, I want you to start thinking about the insurance questions for our awesome guest, because he is a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge. But first of all, we're going to go through our calendar of events for the week. Let's hit those calendar events, and then we'll be right back with our guest. Okay. All right, that was a calendar of events, and we really appreciate you hanging there. Quite a few things going on. There's a lot more going on than what we've posted. If you have an item that you would like to see up, a calendar of events for your organization or your company, please feel free. You can email me, DM me as well, and we'll be more than happy to post that on our next show.
Absolutely.
So we're super excited about that. So Maria, our next guest, Kyle Tomlinson.
Yes. I actually have a
Goosehead
question.
Insurance. Yeah, we have a couple of questions. So we're going to get to that interview in just 1 second.
I'm glad we saved money with that discount agent. I don't know why nobody else wanted this place.
All right, our next guest here, Kyle Tomlinson, is in the house. Let's give him a round of applause. Yes,
live
for Kyle. We appreciate him coming on board. Hi, Kyle. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Rob and Maria. Thanks for having me on tonight. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So Kyle is one of those guys. He's a worker bee. Like you could find him in the office early in the morning. He travels all around. He's always answering questions, always writing up policies, and we're so excited to have him on. We had him on in the early days of our show when we first started our show, and he was just we were so grateful to have him on, and we just knew he was one of the ones at the top of the list that if we wanted to have a guest come back on our show, Kyle was definitely at the top of the list for that. So we really appreciate that. So Kyle, listen, you have recently made the move over to Goosehead Insurance. First of all, I know please tell us a little bit of your background and the excitement that you and your team have made that transition over to Goosehead.
Sure. Well, first of all, Rob and Maria, again, I just want to thank you for having me on. As you mentioned, this is my second time, so I'm really honored to be a part of this again. You guys do such a great job and make a huge impact on our community. So really appreciate you having me on again.
We appreciate
and I did just see Katie posted here. I looked that up too. Bob Barker is still alive, age 97.
Can you believe that?
Oh my gosh!
I thought I'll tell you, I would have lost money on that if I was a betting man. I thought he was long.
But you know what that proves? You don't have to always play games on your phone to live long. You could play them. Look how long he's 97.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
97. So good for Bob.
That's right.
But, so hopefully I'm blessed to live that long as well. I've been living here in Maryland my entire life. Born and raised in Harford County. My parents, they still live in the 𝒅𝒓𝒊𝒏𝒈 area. My wife and I, we were married back in 2012, right around the time I opened up my first agency. and we've been blessed with 3 incredible children, 6, 2, and 10 months. And we recently just built a house, and we're now permanently living in Whiteford. So back to my old roots in northern Harford County. And since we've moved, I've also made the transition over to our Goosehead agency, which we opened up about 2 years ago. Really felt there was a need to diversify the products and services that we offer. And that's kind of what prompted that. And I moved a couple team members over from our State Farm agency. They really helped get that sparked and going. And then I've made the move over full time here recently myself with one other agent from my team. So really fortunate to be affiliated with Goosehead and all the different products and services they can help our customers with.
Well, that's awesome.
That's great. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. So I want to dive right into a couple of different things, and one is, Marie and I, we're in real estate, of course. This is a real estate program, but I just want our viewers to understand that it's more than just renter's insurance or investor insurance policy for an investment property, or one for the landlord, let's say, and or homeowners insurance, which we deal with just about with every transaction on the buyer side. But I want our viewers to understand that it's much more than that. And the products that you offer, share with us a little bit about the products that you offer and how they would benefit our viewers.
Absolutely. I mean, there's certainly a lot of different insurance products out there. I mean, we're really a full service agency. So not only are we focusing on individuals that own residence or renting for the private sector, but we also service commercial accounts. So we're able to help business owners with their general liability, their workers' comp, errors and emissions insurance, commercial autos, fleets. So it's not just residential products that we can offer, commercial as well. And then really it's a matter of kind of looping that all back together and helping with, major life devastations like premature death with our life insurance programs, long-term care if somebody elderly gets really sick and not able to provide care for themselves. And even early on, if there's an injury or major illness where somebody's out of work for an extended period of time, we can offer disability insurance to replace that income. Such key components when you're developing a strong financial plan. I mean, a lot of financial advisors out there are talking about investing and saving money, but if one of those major situations like getting sued or that premature death, injury, disability, whatever, you're not able to work, that could really devastate the plan if one's income is not replaced. So, that's kind of what we pride ourselves on, is having a holistic conversation with our customers and clients about the importance of insurance and how it can impact their life, and really just trying to educate them on what's out there so they can make the best decision for their family on going forward.
Exactly. Yeah. So I definitely want our investor friends out there who's watching to know that there are policies out there that are available to you. If you're thinking of becoming a landlord, let's say you're buying an investment property or something, your insurance policy is going to look a little bit different than your standard homeowner's policy of where you reside with yourself, your spouse, and family. So we want to make sure that our investor friends out there know that Goosehead has a product just for you, a couple of different products for you to be able to look at, and that's really important. And also, if you dive into commercial, I'm glad that you mentioned that, Kyle. That if someone is buying a small commercial property, something they want to cover their business and not just the structure, but also maybe contents and things like that, that you more than likely would have products for them as well. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you brought up a couple of good points, like with your residential investors that are either renting spaces or they're, rehabbing them and then planning on putting them back on the market. I mean, there's different products depending on the situation. So
Right.
I think it's important to have a strong insurance advisor in your corner that can recommend certain things depending on what you're trying to do to make sure you're properly covered in the event of a loss. Because if you don't have the right plan in place, the carrier could deny a claim, which would really put you in a tough situation. So I think that's extremely important.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as you mentioned on the commercial side, I mean, same situation. I mean, you could own the building. That's a different product if you're renting out those spaces versus like residing in it or running your business out of the space. So All those factors are important to consider when you're evaluating your insurance plans, and that's why I think it's important to have somebody trusted and with a strong background in your corner to recommend the
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
stuff.
So, Kyle, I don't know anything about the name Goosehead. Can you tell me a little bit of the background?
Sure. So when I first got into the insurance business 12 years ago, I had never heard of Goosehead either. They're based out of Texas. It was a husband and wife that developed an agency, and they just really felt like the systems that were in place in the day-to-day insurance world at that time were broken. Um, and just the way they acquire customers, service those folks, and provided additional value. So they really tweaked the model and really wanted to go full service on not only different product lines, but being able to offer a lot of different carrier options. I mean, if you look at the big names out there, I mean, it's just one brand. And, if there's a change with the brand, then that impacts all their client base. And there's really no solution for those folks except for changing coverages or increasing deductibles if their pricing changes, which is honestly not the best solution. And why a big reason why I decided to make the change. So Goosehead kind of expanded on the broker model. I would say most brokers probably only have about 10 carriers. I mean, me personally, I've been with the company now a few months since making the transition, and I've already have over 30 appointments. So I'm able to offer so much
Wow.
more to people, and no matter what the situation, I'm able to find a strong solution for them.
So, this company, when you made the move, you were really just thinking what's better for your clients because you can offer them more.
Absolutely. And then also, for my team too, the technology that we have and the
Right.
way that we're able to manage the business is so much more effective than anything I've seen out there. I mean,
Wow.
they've really utilized Salesforce to the fullest extent, which is incredible CRM and allows us to manage our clients, communicate with them the way they want to
Right.
be communicated with, track all that communication, and really provide the highest level of service, which is what it's all about. I mean, Goosehead's NPN score, which is their Net Promoter Score, is the highest in the marketplace, even compared to USAA, which has like resounding
Oh, wow.
remarks
It's
of
like
their clients
Geico.
about service. Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Well,
So that's really great news. So a couple of things, Kyle. Number one, obviously we deal more so on the real estate side. So we have, a lot of conversations, obviously, with every one of our buyers. We put, obviously, financing is one of the top things that we need to discuss with our buyers, but also down the list, sometimes insurance gets down to the bottom of the list. Certainly not with us. We want to make sure that our buyers, even first-time home buyers, understand what insurance is all about, what it covers, why it's so important to have it. And number two, I want just if you could share just for a moment or two what your thoughts are, not what your thoughts are, but why it's so important that our buyers aren't underinsured. A lot of buyers want to think, well, wait a minute, if I only insure for, let's say, $150,000, my rate is only going to be this per year, whereas they're living in a $250,000 townhouse. At that point, I would say, and you would certainly agree, that they're underinsured. What's the importance of making sure that you are properly insured on your property?
Sure. Well, I mean, I think the biggest or the best example I can give you is what just happened this past year with building material costs increasing,
oh,
right?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
lumber pretty much tripled in price. So, if you don't have the proper coverage for replacement on your home, you could be really put in a tough situation if there's a total loss. You might not even
Yeah.
be able to rebuild your house. So, we have a lot of great tools that we can use to calculate those estimates for replacement. A lot of carriers that we have even offer a 25% buffer in case a situation like that
Right.
occurs where like building material costs increase. That's
I've heard
automatically
that.
built into the plan. So I think that's important. Another common thing that I see is folks either having very low or no water backup coverage at all. I
Mm,
mean, the last couple of 2 or 3 days ago, we had some pretty hard storms, uh, wind coming through here.
Yep.
If your sump pump fails and you have water in your basement, if you don't have that endorsement, I mean, you're not going to be covered, and that's
Right.
an expensive cleanup. I mean, you got to deal with
Yep.
ripping carpet or flooring up,
Right.
possibly even cutting drywall, drying everything out,
Right.
and spraying so mold doesn't grow. It's an
Right.
extensive amount of work that these mitigation companies put into to make sure you're whole. And without the right coverages, you could really be put in a tough place. And quite honestly, like, if you're at putting those add-ons on, it really doesn't make that big of a difference in the premium. So, I think just exploring your options, but then, when you select a provider, you need to feel comfortable with the representative you're dealing with, that you were educated on what's available. And ultimately, it's up to
Right.
you to decide what's best for your family.
That's
So
right.
I'm
So,
going to switch gears, Rob, from real estate because it's not all real estate. So if
yep.
somebody wanted to add a jewelry rider onto their policy, or just call you and say, "I'd like to get some jewelry
Who
coverage,"
loses their jewelry quite
could
often.
they do that? No, I don't.
No, she doesn't.
No,
She
I
doesn't.
don't.
No, she doesn't.
When-
Kyle's making a notation of that. He's like, okay, let's make sure we understand.
Yeah.
She
I'm
loses
gonna have to
jewelry.
He's
Yeah,
going to
5
drop
minutes.
me. Now he's going to drop me.
Now he's
No.
going to drop us. Exactly.
Well,
He doesn't
you
know
bring up
when
another
not to
good
talk
point.
sometimes, but anyway.
Yeah, well, you bring up another good point because there are limitations on certain items when it comes to personal property when you're looking at your home insurance policy, and jewelry is one of those. So, quite honestly, we do a lot of engagement rings or anniversary presents,
Right.
something that's really special and was given to them as a gift that could be
Right.
quite expensive. And those jewelry riders are great because it could waive your deductible and also cover for accidental damage. So you talked about misplacing it. Let's say you have a
Right.
loose prong and a stone falls out. I
Right.
mean, all those things would be covered, and your
Right.
standard losses on home insurance
I'm looking now.
policies do
Yep.
not cover that.
Right.
So, again, just one of the things that we're educating our customers about when we discuss personal property
Right.
on the home insurance quote. It's like, hey, here's the personal property coverage amount, but there are limits on certain items, and these are those categories.
Right.
Is there anything that falls into there that you feel like we should know about and maybe get a second opinion on scheduling?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's great information. So Maria will tell you. So I keep thinking about like renters insurance
Right.
for our renters out there, and I keep thinking of even bundling. If you have a car and things of that nature, just bundling that together. But let me just share with you, Kyle, a phone call that I received just 2 days ago. Remember the big storm that came through a couple of nights ago. Maria will tell you the very next morning I received a phone call. I answered it while I was laying in bed, and she picked up the phone, and here's a young lady on the other end down in Baltimore with 5 children that was calling me frantic. She basically had a home that she was renting with her 5 kids, and a lightning bolt came and struck a tree next to her. The tree collapsed on the home, damaged several rooms, a lot of her personal belongings, and things like that. She couldn't get the property management company to call her back. It was just and she was very distraught. We were basically trying to find another, basically temporary housing for her, and she was really looking through our website and things like that. But some of the questions that I had for her really were insurance related. Like, number one, did she have renter's insurance? And then I kept thinking about the owner of the house, just hoping and praying that they also had insurance as well. So I know if you could take just a moment and just share with us, if you are renting out there, you're watching this program and you're thinking to yourself, gosh, I never even heard of renter's insurance.
Right.
Kyle, what's the importance of even having renter's insurance?
So, just your situation there, a renter's insurance policy has something very similar on your homeowners, which is called loss of use. So, if you're not able to live in that home while it's being rebuilt, so you can move back in, your renter's insurance policy will provide coverage to cover the rent on a different place that you're moving into, furnish it if all your property was damaged, even cover the utilities.
Wow.
And renter's insurance is so inexpensive. You're probably looking
Yeah.
at like $15-20 a month, for your standard coverages.
Right.
And not only does it cover your personal belongings, but another important thing is if you ever got sued for anything, your liability coverage would kick in there as well. And we talked about the loss of use. So there's just a lot of components on a renter's insurance policy that I think folks should consider when they're renting.
Yeah,
And then
it's so important.
you mentioned bundling. Yeah, and you mentioned bundling. You bundle your renters, which is very inexpensive anyway, with your auto. You'll probably save some money in your car insurance too. it's a win-win.
That's fantastic. So remember, folks, this is a question and answer format here. If you're unable to kind of tune in during our live session, please feel free to ask your questions well after the show on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, because we monitor those questions throughout the next several weeks, and certainly we will forward that off to Kyle. Also, the best way to get a hold of him is the phone number that you see on the screen right below him, and that's just a fantastic way. Also, I'm going to have a link directly to his page where you can get a quote in just a few minutes, and I'll have that link also in the description or underneath this program just as soon as we're done. So that's great.
Well, Kyle, we really appreciate you being here. He's very accessible. We see him in our office all the time.
Yes.
He's stopping by, bringing some nice treats to everybody, fall, holidays. It's just nice to have a smiling face. And someone you could talk to, and you don't have to press 20 numbers to get to them. So that's nice, too.
Yeah, it's good to know that in your back pocket you have Kyle Tomlinson is your agent. So you don't have to worry about, hey, is it this big name, with mascots on commercials? No, it's going to be one individual person that you could talk to about all your insurance needs, and I think it's really important. So anything else you wanted us to share with us, Kyle? We're so excited about your move, by the way. We're so excited that you're with Goosehead and you're offering these awesome products, and we really appreciate that. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, I just wanted to thank you both again for having me on. It's an honor to be invited back, and just really grateful to have you guys as part of our team over here at Goosehead and working together to improve our community. So
that's fantastic.
Awesome.
Yep.
Alrighty.
It's all about the community, and we really appreciate that. So let's give Kyle a round of applause. Did a great job. Thank you. Kyle, we have a full studio audience that was listening in intently to you. So we really appreciate that, Kyle. Thanks a lot.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, okay?
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Yep, take care. So, yeah, that was fantastic.
Alrighty, so I'm going to pull two names because I know that everybody's waiting.
Yes, exactly.
Patiently. All right, so the next one I'm going to pick, since it took around 5 minutes, I'm going to do the fall one with the pumpkins.
Show the bucket, because I think that bucket's so awesome.
Fall one. Okay, it's too high. I'm too
short. Well, it's too high, but I want to show that handle.
Alrighty.
That handle really cool.
Amanda got the one with the pumpkins that said fall.
Exactly.
Congratulations, Amanda.
Yep. So this is the one that Amanda got.
Hello, fall.
Hello, fall. Yep. Amanda, you got the top one there. That's fantastic. So the one left is what? The
truck, which
Yep.
Gabe, our boy, our 15-year-old, who would rather be hunting than ever go to school a day in his life. And he's working on an old Ford truck with Ben.
Yeah, he has our 15-year-old has a 1972 F100.
He does.
And he actually loved that map.
Sorry, I just kept mixing them up.
Laura, thank you for joining in tonight. We really appreciate that.
I have two. This is really tough.
Okay, put one. Just drop one in my hand.
Whoa. Hold that one, because I might have something extra to give. It may not be as fabulous.
Because you pulled out two.
But, okay. This is Donna, Miss Donna.
Miss Donna.
𝐷𝐨𝐬𝐭𝐻. I might be totally massacring that last name. But congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right. So I do have something extra. It's not like when people say extra. But anyway, I had picked this up and I just thought it was so adorable.
Oh, look how cute that is.
It's a little pumpkin with a gold, with a gold. What is this?
That is
stem.
The stem. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I like gold and I like white. I did have another one, but I think somebody dropped it somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, all right. What is the next name?
So
I handed it to you.
You handed it to me. It is Miss Carrie Falster.
Carrie
Falster. That was in my hand the whole time. So, Carrie, we appreciate that.
Congratulations, everyone.
Carrie has been on our show several times commenting, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, again, if you have any additional insurance questions, please feel free to use the comment section below. You can follow us on all the different social media outlets that we're a part of. And if you're looking to buy a home in the future, there's only one website to go to. That's searchmydreamhome.com. So remember, searchmydreamhome.com, updated every 3 to 5 minutes with the newest, latest listings that are
Yes.
coming on the market.
It
So we
will.
appreciate all your support, by the way.
Yes.
Our team greatly
do.
appreciates it. And so this program is all about serving the community, all about
Yes.
bringing in authorities for organizations and businesses and having them share their knowledge with us so we could just be a better community after that and we can have the right knowledge.
And I'm just going to mention we have a small family that I don't even know how to say it. Anyway, they've kind of been abandoned by their mom, and we would like to support the kids. They're living with an aunt, and it's very, very heart-wrenching for me. I can't even imagine what they're going through. And I know, Rob, you have a story. You grew up in a background with very hurtful, with a mom leaving. So at this time, sometimes holidays can be hard for people that are going through hard times. So I'm probably going to create some kind of fundraiser for them so that we can give them groceries, some, if they need gas for their cars to go to back and forth, people driving them to school and different things like that. Or, but we already reached out to them this week.
Yes.
Yes, today actually, to see what they need. Because we want to be able to help provide to someone else who doesn't have what we all have, been
That's
so
correct.
blessed.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And
just
I
wanted to
want to
throw
give
that
kudos
in
to
there.
everyone who's watching the program.
Yes.
Even the other real estate agents, we have a lot of real estate agents that watch our program as well. I want to give kudos to everyone who's in a position where they're able to maybe they're not the boots on the ground out there and building a house or anything like that, but they have the ability to maybe just write a check and financially support certain organizations and even individual families out there. But my hat's off definitely to Extreme Family Outreach, because that's what they do on a weekly, daily basis.
do.
They're out in the community and they're really supporting a lot of people. So if you happen to follow them on Facebook, by the way, you're going to see a couple of pictures here and there of different things they do in the community. But I want to share this with you. They're doing so much more than what you see on Facebook.
Right.
And I really call them, I
Right.
call them like the quiet givers. They're not loud, they're not boisterous, but they just consistently, persistently give. Remember, consistently and persistently give. And I call them the quiet givers.
very
And I really appreciate that, because I kind of want to wear that badge on our team as well. We're quiet givers. And I'm just super excited about that. And because we're quiet givers, we've been truly, truly blessed by that. I appreciate that.
We don't like to. We just like to support people who could be blessed by what we can
Correct.
give them as well.
Correct.
Everybody can give them. So, Rob,
We have some great stats coming up here.
okay,
So let me just share
yes.
some stats in Owens Mills. If you're looking in the Owens Mills area, a really, really hotbed market there. Let's share some housing stats. We're going to do that in just 1 second here. Just 1 second. Wow, how about that? 192 closings just in the last 60 days. Unbelievable. Still just a very hot market right now. Again, I reiterate this every single week. If you have a house that's priced correctly, I don't care if it's as is. I don't care if you've not done any updates to it in 30 years or you've just recently done the updates.
which actually we had a call today about one like that.
Correct, exactly. A couple of calls today.
But there's a lot of people out there that are willing to do work.
Yep, it doesn't matter if you price it correctly, it's going to sell.
Yes.
We're just
Yes.
super excited about that. In fact, I just took a phone call right before this
Right,
program.
that's what I was saying.
We're going to be servicing a lady that's looking to sell her townhome.
Which
and
leads
we're
me
excited about that.
into our next week's topic of, who you work with matters. So pricing is something that's really important, and if you're with a seasoned agent, They're going to help you do that. So next week.
And we're going to dive into
Who
that.
you
We're going to
work with
unpack it a little
matters.
bit too, by the way. It's not your typical, it matters who you work with and, we're the best, we're number one. It's not about that. We're going to really break it down for you. And a lot of details that we're going to share with you that are not boring, but it's going to be exciting. And we're really looking forward to next week's show. And we have an awesome guest. I won't reveal it here. You have to follow us on Facebook.
Yes.
If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, we're going to put
You won't want
our
to
ad
miss
out there.
this
For
entrepreneur.
you. That's correct. And we love the individual entrepreneurs as well. That's who we love to have on this show.
We do. Big or little,
so we have a great interview lined up for
you.
next week. Super excited about that. And please, again, any insurance questions, type them in the comment section. We'd love to be able to
And
pass
you never
them on to Kyle
know,
to answer.
I might just give something away next week just
That's
to give
right.
it away because you tuned in.
Yep, you might want to just tune in
You know?
next week. We might be spinning the wheel or whatever, and you might get a gift card or whatever. So I'm excited
He
about
could
it.
spin the wheel.
Yep, exactly. So,
Alrighty.
So just like the sign says behind us, well, there's Children's Miracle Network, but behind the well, wait a minute, I had it up there.
It's up top. No,
it is
it's up top.
You can't see it up top, but
can you move it?
No, it's up top. But I'll share with you right now. We are better. What?
Together.
We're better together. You are better together. You are better together.
And
with
we are
your
glad
community,
you have joined
with your
us.
community, with your spouse, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, with your family. You're better together as well. So remember that. And guess what? It does matter. It matters who you work with. It really does.
All right.
So if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the future, make sure you contact Maryland Homes team. Go to our website, searchfordreamhome.com. We're super excited about that. And we had an awesome show.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. We can't wait to see you.
And everyone just DM me, or they're going to be at our office. Text me, call me. You can reach me through Facebook.
Exactly.
Have a great night.
Have a great night. We'll see you next week. Thank you.